My name is Ian Walsh, and this is The Moment Money Matters with Hard Money Bankers. Today I'm still joined with Angela Calvanese from TCS Management, and she is an expert at rentals in the city. And yesterday we talked in the How-To series about holding an open house to find tenants, and now we're assuming at this point that we have an application. So explain to me, Angela, what you're looking for in applications, how that works when you guys are renting a property. Give me a little bit of a rundown on the application process.
So the application process obviously can be a little bit different depending on where the house is, the price point, that type of thing. But typically what we're checking is credit, criminal history, eviction searches, which basically everyone thinks tenants think evictions are on their credit. They have nothing to do with credit.
Okay.
What we're looking at is court cases. So basically anything that was filed in landlord-tenant court throughout the country.
Okay.
So that's what we're looking for. And then we're also looking at rental payment history, which a lot of times if they owe a balance of a couple thousand to a landlord, they can file. The landlord went the extra step and filed it with a credit bureau.
Okay.
And that's also on there as well.
Gotcha.
What we're looking at typically is your income to be 3 times the monthly rent gross. Okay. Which is another thing we have to explain to tenants sometimes. They don't even know the amount of money they make. They think they make less than they really do. They don't consider their gross.
Gross versus net.
Yes, they a lot of times think their net is their income, and they're shorting themselves.
Okay.
So that's something that we help tenants with, and we have to explain to landlords as well sometimes. Really, what we're looking for credit-wise really depends on the property.
Okay.
I would like to say a lot of times I don't really look at the score. I look at what's on the credit report.
Okay.
If they owe Pico $1,000, red flag.
Gotcha.
If they have a cell phone bill in collections for $200, not necessarily a red flag because they probably paid their rent instead of paying the cell phone bill.
So there's a story in the numbers.
Right, exactly. I mean, they could have a 550 credit score, but like today, for example, I had someone with 550 and a 580 credit score, which doesn't look great on paper, but once you do the background, they're a family, 2 kids, they both have jobs, and the stuff that was on the credit report wasn't really raising a red flag, and they got approved for an $1,100 house. So it really, and a lot of times I ask them a story, like, why is this there and that? You get a feel. So it's not necessarily on paper one way or the other. It's really about...
So you're looking at the whole picture and then presenting it to the landlord and saying, this is what we think, this is, because you got to read between the lines a little bit with these situations. Okay. Yep. So that's good information. So that we just went over how to run an open house, how to background check from Angela, who's had a lot of experience on that. So I'm Ian Walsh with Hard Money Bankers. This is Angela Calvanese with TCS Management. We got one more in the series that we will bring out to you